Hey everybody. So we're just sitting at. Oh, he's here?
Yeah. Oh, he did come.
So we're in the 70s lounge, as it is. Playing some Super Mario Brothers 3. And behind us is an amazing little
just talking about the network. Somebody's webcam was super old and really shitty, and it made them look like that's true.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go.
Go find Eric. Tell him
I don't know where he is. So there were, this is where the Smash Brothers, I believe, was yesterday. So we got a lot of video games, a lot of CRTs. Got some more modern stuff. But let's take a look at the vintage stuff here. So we got the Apple IIc. Got a couple of Apple IIes. Playing a little Oregon Trail. I wonder if they've died of dysentery yet. No. That's always sure we keep that. Another 2C. Somebody's getting their paints on. We got the Ataris. And we got some portables over here. I would guess it's a reproduction, but we got an, I didn't notice this earlier. We got an Altair 8800. We got the K Pro. I'm not sure what they're running, but we got the Osborne. Looks like they're playing catch. So we got Dave Murray's 8-bit guy, Attack of the Pesky Robots here on the Commodore 128 with the manual, so new players can know how to play. We got, of course, have the Commodore 64, the VIC-20, and I'm actually really happy to see this one here. We got the Coleco Atom with a floppy emulator, so you can choose whatever you want to play. I actually talked to one of the people that was curating the show, and all this is just for people to come and enjoy. We have the illustrious Amiga 500, one of my favorites. And directly next to it in competition, we have the Atari 1040 ST with its respective monitor, and another 1040 ST. We got Tandy represented well with some Cocos. Got some Marble Maze. We got the great Mega Ran. Him and MC Fernalot are touring together. So if they're coming near you, check them out. vinyl. And of course you can't not have the DDR on the giant CRT. Light guns are well represented from the NES, the Sega CD. I hope you guys can hear me. There's a band obviously next to me. The Saturn, Sega CD, even the Xbox up to the Dream. Actually, we go all the way up to, I think, the PS3 over here. But yeah, CRTs are well loved here. We even got an Olympus PVM versus Sony. Kind of nice, little change of pace. Got a PS2 with it looks like the Namco. Time Crisis 3, a great game. Yep, we even have the PS3 with some with the PS Move controllers. Like I said, a lot of fighting going on. All right, let's circle back around and see what else is going on. There's more vintage to love, so let's take a look at that. I haven't even covered the PC section yet. Tons and tons of PC. I'm actually looking for my buddy Eric. He came on today on Sunday. Oh, we even got an Amiga 1200. How did I miss that? I might have to just leave a business card on this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that right there. There we go. Just, you know, in case. Anyway, so we got a lot of, so it looks like we got some 386 era, probably 286 actually. It's a leading edge. CGA graphics, a nice Unisys. Got a lot of, oh, we even got the illustrious MSX here, it looks like. Yes, very nice. Might have to come back and play that one. I didn't even know that one's here. That's Eric, what up, buddy? Bro, you missed the Mega Rant. He's over there, bro. Did you say hi? Yeah, he's right there.
It'll see him on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're definitely going on too. I'm right now live streaming, showing everybody the amazing vintage hardware. I didn't even know the Amiga 1200 was over there until just now. Yeah, man, it's been a great show so far. I don't feel bad. We didn't get here to like about the. You know, they got a great. You missed the live show last night. Yep, I already. Yep, Dave's. So Lane Genie played last night.
Oh, fancy.
I live streamed that. You can check out the stat on my.
Yeah. I was too busy watching wrestling.
It was AEW, right?
Impact.
Impact, yeah.
I was at a pay-per-view. It was pretty badass.
I can't imagine. Now it's cheap, but you know. I feel so bad. So now we're going to come over here to more 8-bit and see. So we got the TI-99 with some Parsec. And we got the synthesis module. All right. We got two of those here.
I guess mine is more this one.
I got both of them, but I have more of these in my stock.
Yeah, I think mine is more that color.
The poor SC30 hasn't gotten a lot of love, at least not that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
The poor SC, I don't know what's wrong with it, but we got the actually I think we have a few 2GS. No, just the one. We got a 2GS here.
Have you asked the demos in there?
I don't know who owns them. I left my business card on the 1200 though.
Of course you did.
We got the I think it's a 512. Let's take a look and see.
What is this?
It's a system saver. It's a fan to blow into the.
Oh, it's literally just a big fan.
So we have. Oh, actually, it's a Mac Plus, 1 meg. So you got SCSI, very practical by comparison. Trying to be very respectful of the other people around. Don't want to get anybody on camera. Yeah, especially you know, some people are very they want their privacy, and I understand that. But we got, like I said, a lot of hardware here. We got some more modern stuff. Got some IBM, some hyper-threading goodness. I love the background. That's the one thing I can say. A lot of the, that's right. We got the more power PC Macs over here, G3. I actually love these designs. They're very utilitarian, but. The poor 6360 hasn't booted the whole time I've been here. Are these yours?
That one's on.
You had to bring the G3 in, right? Oh, looks like we're gonna have some Mario Teaches typing. I might need that. We got a what is this? A Power Mac 6500. Looks like we're playing possibly Rome Total War, maybe. I'm not good with games, but it looks like Rome or something. Some civilization kind of game. Yeah, I have one of them in my basement.
I have a 9500 on account.
It isn't. This is a 65, so.
I have a 9500.
No Retrocon can be complete without some Chex Quest. We got. Oh, here we go for all you Alienware fanboys.
Well, that Alienware was actually like cool, and not like just now.
Remember when computers had attitude? Let's get a full shot of this. You remember FireWire, guys?
No? Good.
It's got it on board and on a card.
You remember FireWire? No, good. No one does either.
Like I said, a lot of CRTs for that classic. But LCDs are not on, but at least they're 4x3. I haven't seen a 16x9, so that's good.
Yeah, no, somebody needs to go 4x3 CRT.
You gotta have 4x3. What do we got on here? We got some Quake 3.
Unreal, Halo, StarCraft.
All the classics.
We got defense. We got some dodgeball things on here too somewhere.
I don't know what is defense.
It's a dodgeball front end.
Oh, okay, cool. Got our Quake. Let's take a look at. There's more over here. There's more vintage goodness over here. These are all the vintage consoles. So NES, Super Nintendo, Xbox. Yeah. Where is he? I saw him at the after party. But here we go. We got some wood grain goodness for Clint. LGR. I'm sure you would. This is actually quite beautiful, if you ask me. Yeah, this is quite nice. Nice wood grain.
Also, I found a game.
Oh.
What is it? No idea.
All right, we need to find an Atari 2600 or 7800 and find out what that is.
I mean, I hope one at home, but...
No. There's got to be one here.
Try it.
There's got to be one here. We got to find out what your mystery game is. Here, over here. There's a 2600 right here. We're going to find out what this... We got a mystery game. We're going to find out what it is. We seriously don't... Sorry. We seriously don't know what it is, so we're going to pop it into the...
Let's figure out what this game is. I have no clue what it is.
Although we do have Cubert and Space Invaders, some really great classics.
Okay, probably I'm an airplane.
I'm not as
I think I have to shoot down the planes or something.
I'm not sure what game it is, honestly. You guys know what game this is? I'm assuming you gotta hit the red one? Because it looks like it's 2-player.
Well, yeah. No, I have to time it right so I can hit the plane with the bullet. I'm just really bad at timing.
I think you're...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess the competition is...
Yeah, I imagine if there's another controller, you can be playing it too. Okay, whatever. Apparently it's a game about shooting down like planes or something. You want keyword in there?
What are we playing in here? Oh, or we got some Tomb Raider. Looks like it's 2, probably 2 or 3. Find out. Oh, it's 3.
Raider 3. Okay.
It'll be all right. It'll recover. It'll figure it out. We also have some nice, little less desirable, but we got some PS1 Classic, Famicom Mini, and the Super Nintendo, of course.
Let me get
Oh, that's right. Oh, there we go.
Like $20.
So we were trying to figure out hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Any luck?
So we're just probing up the midpoint in the circuit so that we can take the problem and slice it in half.
All right.
See if the problem is on this side or this side. My money's on this side, but we'll see.
So they have an awesome little Pong replica on an oscilloscope here. So I'll give you guys a view of that.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And they have an XY monitor that is acting a little funky. The Y-axis is, for some reason, stuck in one position. We were trying to figure it out yesterday. We know that it's not the yoke, and we know it's not the first half of the circuit, so now they're finally probing and trying to figure out what's going on.
I keep running this game.
So the idea, so this is your, so it's a 2-player, so.
No, I mean, what?
Oh, it's an Arduino, like a 30,
Oh.
probably like a 328p or something like that.
I guess what you're doing is just sending data to the screen.
It's a resistor ladder, so it's basically a 256 by 256. Yeah, and they just put out the bits and it converts it to analog.
Yeah, so you can just send whatever you want to the screen, I guess. In a sense.
You got a basic collision detection, so they know where the wall is.
Well, yeah, I keep losing.
Well, Eric, how does it feel to lose to yourself at Pong?
I don't know.
That's a little.
Well, on the other hand, I'm also winning to myself, right?
I guess that's a good point. Are you losing or are you giving it to? So this is really cool. We have a Q-Bird. Now we're going to start to get into the more interesting things. So we got a lot of memorabilia. Oh, sweet! They're playing the DK underwater theme.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing I will say. Like a lot of things to see. A lot of so if you're into like Genshin Impact, there's. Although I think they're at a panel right now, so they're probably not. There's like a lot here, a lot of vendors. So I'm gonna come over here where more people are doing exhibits. I believe this is the NES Maker exhibit. Yes, it is. They did a panel yesterday. Unfortunately, I was in a different, forget what I was doing yesterday. I think I was during the Mega Ran concert, which I had to definitely go to. But yeah, I heard my cousin went to it, told me it was a great panel. A lot of great games being made.
Ooh. So it's just kind of a
I kind of describe it as a Space Invaders, Dr. Mario type game. So it's kind of a puzzle shooter type game.
You're trying to like drop the items, or
I am the little turtle at the bottom, and I'm trying to get rid of these little crabbies.
but in a certain order? Whoop.
Not necessarily in a certain order, but within a certain amount of time. Now the challenge will be, it starts off pretty simple, but there's going to be more and more crabbies, and the time is going to get slowly, tighter and tighter restraints.
Oh yes, you can't just like shoot wildly, I guess.
You can't just shoot wildly, you have to be a little more calculated by that, or you also can get these stars, because these crabbies could reappear, and that'll really put the thorn in your side. You could permanently wipe them out with these power-ups.
Oh, that's okay.
So get the time, I got a time extension.
And this was made in Nestmaker.
Made in Nestmaker, so it's completely using the tools that they gave you and the software. This is just one of the approaches I used. And it's also, it can be a two-player game, so instead of just being one player just trying to get the top score, two turtles can compete at the exact same time.
That's a really interesting, because you have to balance your utility of destroying the dots versus how much you want to focus on killing the.
It seems like a Space Invader game at first, and like you said, you can just shoot wildly, and eventually you will, clear it out. But time is going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. You need to be a little more precision.
Can you screw over the other player if you're player two?
Not as
Uh,
close. Here, let's.
Oh wow! Now that is cool. Nice. Pretty good.
Yeah, this is Mystic Searchers. So flagship project that we've been working on for a very long time.
Yeah, I just played Ronnie's Tale, I think it's called, which was a homebrew. It wasn't made a game Nestmaker, but it was a a homebrew inspired project. I know they use like the 6502 library that's out there, the one that's on GitHub. But so what's the premise of? Is it like an RPG or is it a?
I'll let you enjoy this boss battle if you want to check it out. Ready?
I'm live streaming it for my
there you go.
I do vintage computer repair, so
Okay.
just giving. I got one person who's enjoying, so
This is a battle against the Mystic's Mew, who is in sort of this corrupted dragon form of himself, and this is the concept art that we were trying to convey.
no, that's actually really beautiful artwork.
And there is another similar concept to that for every boss in the game. We started with a narrative sort of description of what we wanted to convey, then we illustrated a full illustration, and then we had the challenge of trying to convey on an 8-bit screen what's going on in these very complex images. So it's a little bit simpler than like just making the monster have it run around the screen and have to hit it a bunch of times.
Right.
This is a multi-layered boss, so he has a lot of behaviors. It's a giant boss. It feels more like a Super Nintendo game.
I was gonna say, like, you could fool me that like this wasn't made by SquareSoft or Enix, but
I appreciate that.
it really is. I'm already. We're always looking for my cousin and me, like playing like these older types of games that still have that charm of Castlevania, that era, the old school.
Sure. My goal is to create a really credible boss that, and again, this is about halfway through the game, so by now you'd have some skills at the muscle memory required to face this guy. So we're still in this first phase here. I'm about to get to a second phase as soon as he wants to attack me again. All right, come on, guy, lunge at me.
So do you get like an ability from when you defeat them? Like, are they elemental?
And I'll show you a little bit about that after I get to the second phase of this boss here. Come on, stop. Attack me, you coward. Lunge at me.
So like a lot of games use like RNG to like what determines his patterns?
Yep, it is a random. The nest doesn't actually.
Right.
have
Yeah.
random.
It's pseudo random.
Yeah. So this is his second phase, and now I'll be able to attack him. But he's got to knock out the wall for me to be able to attack him. Now I can attack him. But if I don't, he'll just keep dropping enemies at me. So now I got enemies to fight. So,
I'm getting a Link's or Legend of Zelda Minish Cap with the ice boss. I don't know if you played that.
Sure.
He does the same kind of with.
there's so many influences.
Yeah, no.
In a lot of these.
So is it still in development or is it available for anyone?
It's in development now. It's been in development for a long time.
I can imagine something like this is.
Sorry.
So what mapper are you using for?
Mapper 30 for all these games, which is effectively Mapper 2 with a couple of bells and whistles. So it's a post-market mapper, but it's based on a very common mapper, just with like flash memory saves and stuff like that. So just a little look at it more.
Oh wow! Okay,
screen.
yeah.
You were talking about other Zelda games. Like I really wanted to push and make it feel a lot like Link to the Past with like destructible
great
terrain.
game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Destructible terrain. You're asking about what you can do as far as abilities. So here's some of the different things. This is a status menu that you pull up. So if I go to like my equip menu, you'll see all the things that you can sort of get. So what you have here is you've got various, let's talk about crystals first. So crystals are your actual pattern of your projectile attacks.
Okay.
So think about it like in Metroid you get like, that straight shot, or you get like a wave beam, right? So this is like, or like Contra, you get a spread gun and a flamethrower. So that's sort of what the crystal is. Depending on what crystal you have, it has different arcs. It has different actual projectile patterns. The aura determines what happens when that projectile hits something, a surface or a monster or whatever. Like, does it freeze the monster? Does it hurt the monster? Does it break through a barrier, etc.? So you could get the normal attack because you just want to hurt the monster, but use your trident crystal, right? So that's what I have set up right now, the trident crystal.
Yep.
And if I go back to my game and I fill up my magic gauge right up at the top of the screen there by interacting with the background, now if I shoot, instead of going straight, I get a trident shot. I get like a spread gun.
Yeah, kind of like in I think it's Metroid where you shoot, like it breaks and splits into. Yeah.
So the other thing here is that I could relics have. Hold on, Joe. I'm in the middle of a conversation. Okay, buddy. I'll be over with you in a second. So relics have all kinds of different various effects in the game that do all kinds of things, and then your summons. You could actually unlock other characters that have different abilities. It's kind of hard to show off their different abilities right now, but like this character is sort of relevant because it's this character is related to that character. This is sort of one of the dragon family, a quarter dragon character, but you could also
So you acquire like their abilities. So kind of a little bit of like that time I got turned into a slime where he absorbs a character and he can become them.
So you can see now he's one of the sort of sentient tree characters.
And does that give them like maybe the ability to walk past an enemy that just ignore them, or
they all have different effects as far as what they allow you to do based on their narrative sort of positioning. So this is a BS screen. This is a little bit more about what's going on in the game. Some monsters. So since you have the Z control, you could also stomp monsters into the ground.
It's not as much. I treated my Pokemon case for it.
So I can interact with monsters by stomping them into the ground. That freezes them. And if you wait too long, they'll pop back up.
So well, because your magic is limited, right? So you have to decide what's more important, your defense or moving, right?
You've also actually got water, so you've actually got mechanics where you can go into water. Also, you've got deep water, but we don't have any on this screen. You can break the rocks, you can slash the bushes, you can hit the monsters.
You were doing a lot of, I'm assuming each map has like there's a bit plane that tracks whether something is destroyed or present or not.
Correct, and what's challenging was going to a screen like this, coming back, and it's still maintained.
Right, because your stack and whatnot's probably limited, right? Now, is that what you're using the mapper to maintain? Like, are you putting that in like a temporary place and then pulling it back in?
So this has seen a lot of different tricks. The trick that I've landed with, which you can kind of see what happens if I pull up.
I gave someone like
picture
$2
processing
for that.
unit.
It's funny.
Viewer, which Besson has. Sorry. It's not going to let me because it's focused on that. Oh no!
Try to.
It pulled up a focus of the picture processing unit, so sorry about that. If I do this, and I pull up the picture processing unit, it was focused on this, which was off the screen. So this is Messin, one of Messin's awesome debugging tools, and you'll be able to sort of see what's happening. So it's mirrored, right?
Right.
But this is what's on the other screen. So you can see the trick. When I go to one of these screens, it loads it over here. This screen actually stays exactly the same. Now, what you're seeing is the CHRs have changed, the actual graphics have changed, the graphics have changed, right? But none of the data has changed. So I'm literally focused on this screen, and when I press select again, it returns focus back over here, and you can see now the graphics have changed, but this is still the same. So that's a little trick. It gets a lot more complex than that when you're dealing with the bosses and how they're using.
I can imagine,
the
yeah.
Data. We try to make very complex, interesting bosses. But yeah, so let me show you. The other thing is, originally the game had a system, like an experience point system. And that's how you got your power up for your loot and stuff like that. Because you could do a lot of things. You just saw him stabbing, but he has a lot of different things that he can do with his weapon. We didn't really like the experience point system. It didn't feel right for this game. I wanted to do something that was active in terms of upgrades. But we already had things that you find, like your items and your relics. So what we decided to do instead was now we actually have a material system. So if I go to my status screen, you can see this is what my loot can do right now, which right now it's nothing. This is related to the NPCs that you talk to. And here's my materials for a crafting system so you can upgrade your loot. I just put in some dummies so I can show you able to get the first one. So if I go talk to my blacksmith here, they'll tell me it's going to cost some money to fire up the furnace, and then we get this crafting screen. So on this crafting screen, this tells me what I would need in order to upgrade to this upgrade. And the rest of I just did one. The rest of them are kind of BS right now, but it shows me what I would need and how many of those things I own. But to unlock the loot for the first time, I need 2 wood, ore, and Ravani here. I can do it because I have all that. So we press B. Now we started to actually do the crafting. So what I need to do is I need to get my bond in between the left and right flags here before my heat runs out in the furnace. And every hit that I do, the heat drains a little bit. So if I can speed up the accuracy, that allows me to make a harder hit. So it'll get more, but it's harder to actually make contact.
Right.
So now I'm going to try and I missed. There we go. You can see that the bond has moved up, the heat's down. This one's supposed to be pretty easy. Okay, now I'm between them. I can press start to commit the build, and you can see, cool. The first material is bonded to my loot. I got the second material, which is again, just simple wood, and it kind of gives you some clues down here at the bottom as to what's happening, a little bit of narrative. So this one, rocks and metals need more heat. Okay, so every time I hit or miss, more heat, like double the amount of heat will be taken away. So I got to be a little bit more careful with my hits. And now I need to slow it down because I don't want it to go as far. Now it's in between them. Great, the ore. And this one's a little bit deceptive as far as where that is. I have to be very precise, but I don't have to be very precise. It's actually not that close. It's actually about right here. It's the sprite is flipped, and I've got to compensate for that. So what I'll do is this one's meant to be pretty easy. So that is actually in, even though it looks like it's just out. Now I'll press start to commit, and you'll see that stab is now active. Awesome, I did it, and now I actually have my loot.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the crafting system, and there's other similar systems that deal with the materials in the game. So it's a complex game. There's a lot going on with the game.
It seems...
For a NES game, we wanted to be really ambitious, and I think that we've succeeded. And building tools, NESmaker is the tool that we built. It wasn't called NESmaker. It was called the Mystic Searches Screen Tool and Game Engine originally. And then when we
I think that's what they called Mario Maker.
And then when we started showing our tools at conventions and how we were making our game, everyone was really interested. That led to us developing it further, producing NESmaker. We stopped development on Mystic Searches and turned it into a prequel quest and started over with the new tools that we built, and that's the result that you're seeing. Building these tools has allowed us to make something that's more complex like that. So
it's the unity of the NES.
That's what we're trying, yeah.
Any plans in the future to go, since the Super Nintendo is just really a slightly, I mean, besides the graphics chip, still 60, what is I forget, 62?
It's much more complicated system. We would love to, but
one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. No, man. I've known about NESmaker for a while, but I didn't know it started at So is there like, do you have, what's your plans as far as like releasing the game, like like timeline?
I will not speak to timelines.
Never say timeline.
Never speaking to timelines ever.
They never.
It just gets me in trouble.
I'm a QA engineer, so don't gotta tell me.
What I will say is that you saw that we're working on late stage bosses, so that's a good sign as far as our timeline.
Yeah. Is there going to be like a Kickstarter or anything for the?
Oh, it's already done, but there'll be pre-order.
Okay. I'll put a link in my description.
Great.
For.
Just go to mysticsearches.com. You can join a mailing list there, and that'll.
Yeah, I might have to myself. Like I said, I really like. So is the character looks like they're maybe like a lesser social, like somebody trying to. What's the, I guess.
Oh, there's so much.
Without giving away anything
I don't
important.
want to give away too much. It's taking place in sort of an analog of like an Avalon, sort of a mystical continent where the elements of corporeal reality are still sort of malleable. The gods left it behind, so to speak. There's a lot of weird mythos, and how they've managed to control that is that they sort of elect individuals that are strong in their certain sort of type of magic to sort of be the custodian of that type of magic.
Okay, yeah.
The mystics. Julian has been sort of brought from the regular world. He's not a magical person at all. In fact, there's been a lot of speculation as to whether or not he belongs in this magical world at all, whether it was a mistake to bring him there, because he's not very magical. But what he does have is he has this really innate ability to play sort of the song of the world. Like he is in a supernatural tune with music in a way that is...
I'm almost getting a My Hero Academia, where he's not, technically he's got no powers, but he's got the spirit, he's got the...
Right.
Yeah, no, that...
And so his one sort of thing is that no one can deny, like his music with that lute, it does something magical. And so when things go awry, and when the magic is corrupted, your peaceful, loving mystic's view turns into this, and he's just one of them. All the mystics sort of, all the mystics sort of get a little out of sorts. And of course, he is not corrupted by that magic because he's not really controlled by that magic, and so he makes a very unlikely person who can solve the problem.
Always is. Well, I'll definitely tweet. I'm assuming you're on Twitter.
Stop.
You're on Twitter, I assume.
New 8-Bit Heroes is on Twitter. So New 8-Bit Heroes you'll find us everywhere. If you just search for Mystic Searches, you just search for Nestmaker, you'll find us through all those channels.
Awesome. Well, I'll definitely do a mention when I post I'll probably edit this into its own little thing. But I appreciate your time. You guys are as somebody that I'm not this good at development, but I know C, I know assembler a little bit.
Awesome.
So I know the hard work that. It's easy to make, come up with a concept, but then to make the tools that are universal enough that other people can.
That's a challenge, and they're not perfect, but no one's done it in 35 years, so I feel accomplished.
Yeah, no, you've definitely. So one of the things I was wondering is there plans for my QA sides coming out during the shop? Is there any plans to have like the color change for items you have enough of, so you don't have to go to your inventory and?
Well, you don't need to go to the inventory. It shows you how many you own, right there.
Oh, okay.
On the side.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows you how many you own. So
Great.
If you try and do one that you can't do, it'll tell you that you can't do it. It may come up and say you don't have enough for that. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's intuitive enough, just because any modification is obviously a major ordeal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it clear enough after you do it for the first time and it says probably?
No, I know I played enough.
Maybe
whammy
the
there.
flash just red to let you know, nope, can't do that or something. That's easy. But yeah, any change.
How does it feel to be right across from some great like Qbert and?
Well, I'm hoping they see this. Like, yeah, I got to try that out.
Yeah.
We had a panel across from 40 years of Qbert's panel too. That hurt us.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Like, what do you go to?
Compete with Qbert
By making a Qbert clone?
I mean, there you go. You guys, who's going to make
Sometimes at conventions, we'll be next to somebody who's making a modern game.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll do a demake in real time
Nice.
on the show floor.
That's pretty fun.
It's really fun.
We were at the Vintage Computer Festival at East, it was the last year, it was like the year before, and we had like all these development kits, and I'm sitting there writing Xbox source code, just from an example, modifying it, making it do different things. while somebody next to me is, on a like a Coleco Atom. Just the juxtaposition of modern versus old.
Yeah, man.
Although, there's a lot of that here.
Yeah, for sure.
But
All right, well, guys, enjoy the show. Thanks for stopping and hanging out.
absolutely. Where do you want to hit next, Eric?
I don't know. I'm not sure what's here.
Oh, you got the AGDQ. Somebody else yesterday had an AGDQ. Well, same difference.
Yeah, it's a GDQ shirt.
Oh, like I said in my original, check out the got a Super Mario Castle. Too bad Peach is in another one. Am I right?
Ooh.
That's cool.
Retro City Rampage. I have the NEC version, and there's also Retro City Rampage 46, which is fun to play.
There's no shortage of video games in this show. No shortage of awesome retro pins. I already bought a few. In fact, I'm going to go because I want to show them some love. And for anyone that's wondering, that's Maverick Beat Studios. If you're looking to get some awesome... that's... Actually, didn't even realize those were beads. What's that say about me or the art? You figure that one out. Oh, there's more stuff on the floor. Well, that's actually cool. 3-dimensional. I've never seen these before. That's actually really cool. The 3-dimensional. So yeah, I wanted. Let's go. There's a nice, awesome art place that I went to. I wanted to show you them. But I also want to show everyone else them.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it a little bit, but I didn't really see all the tables and stuff, so there's still plenty of stuff.
Lots and lots of games. But they have, I think they're on the next. They're really cool panels. So
I'm not trying to spend too much money if I spent too much money already.
oh, I've already I spent. At least I think I'm near where they
I bought
are.
a couple of things more than just an Atari card.
Oh, here they are. Yeah,
I
here.
bought like an NES game. I bought a soundtrack. So I bought a couple other things. Just the blanket card did look the funniest.
So this is Canvas Quest. They have some awesome. I'm down. Nobody.
I'm really sure I've seen these guys.
Yeah, I bought 3 pieces. One for my cousin. I bought a nice. Actually, they restocked the Pokemon. The one. So I grabbed that Castlevania one there, and then grabbed this Pokemon and Castlevania one over here. Yeah, they're awesome.
I've definitely seen these before.
These are really cool. And for you retro fans, tell me you don't hear the that opening, in your head automatically. All right, since no one's currently watching, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off for now. But I'll probably edit this down, so maybe no one will ever hear this part. But thanks for those who did watch, and I'm gonna go enjoy the show a little bit.
Were people watching before?
I had one.